Hello, I'm Cameron Atkins, and I'm giving a technology review over the National Library of Virtual Manipulatives. So to start, I would like to answer the question, how well does it work? Well, the website is actually very easy to manage and navigate. There's 5 subjects over here on this side of the screen that have the 5 subjects that the website covers, which is numbers and operations, algebra, geometry, measurement, and data analysis of probability. And what's very convenient is that each of these subjects, for example, numbers and operations, has grade ranges for the activities it covers. So pre-K to 2, grades 3 to 5, 6 to 8 is also on here, and 9 to 12 as well. And so it covers a variety of grades as well as subjects. From what I've seen online, these activities are very easy to use. I don't have access to them because you have to pay to get access if you cannot have access to Java. But they don't give really many directions on the activities for students to see and witness, so it can be a little confusing for them to move forward through the activities. The written material is another question I want to answer, is that there is good written material before some of these operations or some of these manipulatives. But the problem is that some of the manipulatives are very similar descriptions that tell about what the manipulative is about. For example, right here from pre-K to 2, base blocks illustrate addition and subtraction of a variety of bases. But if you were to come up here to 6 through 8, base blocks also illustrate addition and subtraction in a variety of bases. So it doesn't give you any variety of how it differs in grade levels for some of the examples, which would be nice for students to have. But it also could use some improvement in the written directions and the manipulatives themselves, so it helps direct students in the right direction instead of confuse students. But it does give a very good general idea of what the manipulatives are about. Another question I would like to answer is what the purpose or goal of this is. And I believe the goal of this technology is to create a database of virtual manipulatives students can access that cover a multitude of mathematical subjects. And I think it does a decent job at this. It covers a good variety of mathematical subjects, like I showed in the beginning, and a bunch of manipulatives to be stored in a single place so students can practice or go over concepts and virtually access them. But like I was saying earlier, to buy it, you have to buy it unless you have Java, but Java is starting to be rejected by a lot of web browsers, so it's really hard to gain access. But I do believe that it has the tools to be a very well-kept library, but it's lacking making it realistically attainable for students because of the money issue. Is it easy to use? I believe so. Many of the manipulatives are either a computer keyboard, or use a computer keyboard to enter answers, or use a computer mouse to select and drag certain objects. And you can see these from these videos. If you just Google NLVM, a lot of videos come up with the activities, and that's usually what it takes. So it's not too complicated for students. Does it help extend teaching? I believe it can extend your teaching to an extent, because it helps create a stronger foundation of already probably discussed concepts. But I don't believe it helps extend long term. I think it helps create this very solid foundation of, probability of these subjects and procedural fluency within those subjects, but I don't believe it helps extend the knowledge further. I believe there are better tasks and scenarios that can be used to push students to think much further past this. But they do help students solidify their knowledge. And lastly, would I recommend this? I wouldn't really recommend it for a product to schools. I think it's pretty overpriced for what it does, and I believe that there are online gaming sites that have games that can review similar subjects, similar concepts. But I also believe tangible manipulatives, physical manipulatives, could do just the same in a classroom, and probably do better than virtual manipulatives.